foods that accelerate aging, we use every day. Here's what experts say. So as to back off the maturing procedure, it is important to maintain a strategic distance from specific substances, which likewise is bad for your well-being. Know about your dietary patterns, and willing to go into them some positive changes. What we eat can quicken the maturing procedure, and it's vital to adhere to the more advantageous and nutritious substances that effectively affect lifespan and well-being, and in as far as possible the omission of nourishments that are hurtful. It is anything but difficult to recognize substances that quickens maturing, on the grounds that it's normally quite recently the kind of nourishment that is undesirable and has next to no supplement handled substances with heaps of sugar and terrible fats, clarifies Dr. Bryce Wild, creator of the antioxidant prescription. At the point when the body devours substances that we considered, yet we don't have enough supplements that may decrease the terrible impacts, quickening the maturing procedure and cannot be repulsed from it, said Dr. Charles Galanis, a specialist from Chicago, and Robert Dorfman, a scientist from the Northwestern Division of Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery. As a confirmed well-being mentor, with clients work to save sound skin, body and propensities that influence the lifespan and dodge indications of maturing and aggravation. I propose the presentation of sufficient measures of supplements, vitamins and minerals, and maintaining a strategic distance from substances that can be a challenge or maturing. Here are 11 substances that can prompt maturing and aggravation and diminish well-being and general state of the body. Prepared substances. Substances that are most examined are likewise the most destructive to human well-being, says Liz Wendy from Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. Potato chips, wieners, desserts, quick nourishments and different substances without vitamins, minerals and cell reinforcements. Likewise, loaded with salt and lipids that quicken maturing. Fast food. While there are more advantageous choices in fast food of the store, the decision is for the most part restricted and we are for the most part choose for burgers and fries. These nourishments regularly have incredible substance of sugar, salt, prepared grains and or immersed in trans fat. Likewise, these fixings are acquainted in substantial amounts with makeup. Our bodies are working additional time to get them. Liquor quickens maturing, said Wendy, in light of the fact that the elements of liquor, with significant utilization, back off your digestion, bringing about wrinkles and corruption of the skin and intensify heart well-being, prompting diminished future. It is insightful to restrain the utilization of liquor on a week-after-week premise and keep 1 to 2 glasses to abstain from being excessively strain on the body. Cake sugar, handled starches, trans fats and substances are loaded with sodium can quicken maturing, says Carrie Glassman, dietitian and organizer NutritiousLife.com and The School Nutrition. Every one of these nourishments cause irritation in the body that are related with maturing, she includes. Baked goods are brimming with concealed sugar, fat and salt, so you ought to eat less. Espresso. Despite the fact that it possesses a scent reminiscent of new espresso in the morning goes about as a help, it can quicken the maturing procedure. Direct espresso drinking can be sound, maybe a couple mugs a day and drink water rather than espresso, new squeezes and tea. In these beverages no caffeine, which causes maturing, however it is loaded with espresso. red meat. Despite the fact that eat a major steak every once in a while, consistent utilization of extensive amounts of red meat may genuinely upset the nature of your skin and the maturing procedure of the body, since it prompts irritation. Rather go to thin, white pieces, for example, chicken and turkey bosom, a red meats for extraordinary events, or eat in little amounts. Batter the batter and different items loaded with starch and prepared sugars, and sugar quicken maturing and make aggravation, says Andrea Giancoli, an investigator for the Beach Cities Health District. Along these lines, go to nourishment produced using thorough grains, eat mixture direct and in this manner entering and bunches of vegetables. Rice cakes. Dr. Valerie Trelor says rice cakes are gainful, as well as the supposed destroyer's youngster, and furthermore counteract supplements that influence the development of wrinkles to carry out their occupation. Rather, eat entire grain bread or saltines with a little protein, for example, nuts. Margarine. Desserts. Patricia Ferris, a specialist and a dermatologist and creator of the Sugar Detox, says that desserts can bring about irritation and maturing process, skin wrinkles, terrible heart, and with it that they contain no supplements. They harm the collagen and make us look more seasoned. Rather than donuts or chocolate bars, eat something with protein, solid fats and cell reinforcements. Carbonated beverages. The presentation of sugar in the body quickens the maturing, says Dr. Ari Listad. A sugar has in desserts, cakes and numerous substances, yet it is covered up and in plain beverages, for example, sodas and juices. Pick juices with low measures of sugar, or drink tea or water rather than pot jars when you have a working hunger. Canned soup. Dr. Raynella Hirsch, a previous leader of the American Society of Cosmetic Dermatology and Aesthetic Surgery, says that canned substances are brimming with sodium and that can prompt quickened maturing and irritation. Canned soup is a great case, so maintain a strategic distance from and improve their own soup for well-being. It is unavoidable we become more seasoned. Notwithstanding, by dodging these substances and choosing those that contain essential supplements for the body, vitamins and minerals, we can moderate the maturing procedure and lessen aggravation in the body. Know about your dietary patterns, and be set up to go into them some positive changes.